Hi guys, welcome to my channel. You are wonderful people. Actually, from today I'll be addressing you guys as wonders. Right. Welcome to my channel. I am a wonder with Liz. Right. So today in this video I'll just be sharing with you about my dating life. And yeah, I think I'll do, because it might be too long, so today I'll just give the background, and then yeah, I'll tell you what's going on currently. Yeah, so I'm just trying to relax right now. So this is my experience, right? So basically, for me as a child, a girl child growing up, I grew up, I'm the first child in my mom, in my family, right? So growing up, my mom was a policewoman, so she was very, very strict when it comes to boyfriends and everything involving men or boys. So she would warn me all the time, especially when I go to puberty. Puberty time, she warned me, like she was emphasizing. And I used to go at a girls' school, it was a Catholic school. She would emphasize, and I used to be scared of boys and everything, like literally I would be scared of boys. And then after my grade 9, grade 10, I went to a school with boys and girls, and it was a boarding school. So there was, everything, like every character of a boy, you'll find it there. Every character of a girl, you'll find it there. So there now, there were boys that would approach me, and I would be very scared, like literally, and I say, I don't want this guy. I do not want this guy. I do not want this guy. And then this is one thing. Sometimes I would like the guy, but because each time I encounter situations like maybe the guy is next to me during prep time. Prep time was a time where we would have a guy coming to sit next to you and they talk to you and everything like that. So this guy comes, this boy, sorry, comes, and then we'll talk, and each time that boy is talking to me, it's like my mother's words are playing in my head and going on and on and on and on and on and on. And I'll just avoid them after that, like literally. And they'll think I'm crazy, I'm not normal. My friends would have boyfriends, especially when it's Valentine's time month. They would receive gifts, and when they would just admire, okay, like, whoo, people are in love, people are loved, and there are boys that know how to love. This girlfriend thing, it's like love in the air, everything is just going well. Other people, my friends, they had boyfriends that were working class. Others, they had boyfriends that were I don't know if it's safe to say this, like in terms of sugar daddies, but in such situations, you find everything like that. So I saw everything, and I remember I had this friend of mine. I would escort her, for her to meet her boyfriend. Like the boyfriend was living within the area, and then she and I were living in different cities, so we had to travel during school time to go to the city. So when we get there, before like school officially opens, they have to meet. So I would escort her. They would meet, and I'll be far away from them. They'll stand somewhere there, and they'll be talking and everything. Then we go back to school. So that was in grade 10. Grade 11, same situation. But there was this other guy. This guy, he was a senior to me. So he really liked me. He is the first guy I saw when I just got into the school campus. He was so kind. When I say kind, he was very kind, and he was smart and tall, and he was a very handsome boy. So he was very kind. He literally used to take care of me as if I'm his sister. When we go to the dining, he would look for me, say hi to me and everything. And I was nervous because I was very naive. I was scared. I was in a different environment, and everything was just. Actually, I'll do another video because there's a school I attended to before I went to this school. that was just 2 weeks, but I'll do another video and I'll share experience on that. So there, yeah, he was just kind and everything, you know. Yeah, he was kind. And then we went to grade 11. He was still there, but that was his last year because he was completing his matric or grade 12 that year. And then, yeah, so when we got to grade 12, there was this guy that came hey, he was very, very, very handsome guy, boy, whatever. So he liked me like so much, and we were in the same class, guys. I was like, he would come and talk to me. He really wanted me, like, you know, that thing. And I'll be like, oh my God, this guy. And for me, sometimes I'll be very embarrassed and shy, you know. And he tried, like, literally tried, but I loved him. I truly loved that boy, like, truly loved. But I was scared to have him as my boyfriend. Each time I think of my mother, and I'm like, oh, I'll get pregnant. The moment I'm with a guy, I would get pregnant. But he clearly showed me that that wasn't his intention. But I just had that fear in me, and yeah, I was naive, and he used to care for me, like literally care. Then eventually he saw that, this girl she's just not herself. Today she wants too much, she doesn't want, like mixed signals. This other day, I remember he sent me a message. He was telling me I'm fragile. Wow. Guys, I was so mad. I was so mad. And then there was a girl who was so confident and everything, and she wanted him. So eventually he knew that she wanted him, and then they started dating and everything. And I was sad, I was angry. I was like, why did he do this? I don't think he really loved me. Why would he leave me for that girl? Wara and all that. But anyway, we got done with school, and then I met him again. And yeah, but we were not date we dated then after school, but there was no sexual intercourse, everything. He was staying in a different city, I was staying in a different city, but would meet at a certain city. Even not even a kiss, like literally nothing, not even holding hands, nothing. We just talk like the way I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, then I was 17, 16 to 17. I finished school when I finished school when I was 17. Yeah, yeah. So it was now, I finished school when I was 16 or 17, one of the two. Yeah. So after that, when I relocated, I came here to Cape Town, but we will still talk, and I'll still consider him as my boyfriend. And then eventually we would talk, but he was sounding very sarcastic and strange. And along the way, he ended up telling me that he doesn't love me and everything. I was heartbroken because he's the first guy I ever loved. I was literally broken very, very much. I was naive. I felt like he took my feelings, he threw them in the mud and stepped on them and everything. So thereafter, fast forward, I I met this. That was after years, guys. Like after maybe even 7 years. Yeah, I met this other guy, tall, handsome, strong, very educated. He had money, he was a millionaire and everything. But he was a cool guy, though he had so much pride and arrogancy. But then I wasn't saved, he wasn't saved as well. But we believed in God. Imagine. So it was one of those things where the arrogance part, I thought I would deal with it myself, like along the way. And I was trying to really understand him or accommodate him in my life and everything. But he was used to travel a lot because of his businesses. So, and he's mature. So eventually, what happened? We started dating. like literally we start dating now, like maybe today, and then after 3 weeks we ended the relationship, and then thereafter we got back again. That's how it was. So we were together for like, I think 3 years or so, but it wasn't a good relationship at all, because we would have our on and offs, on and offs in that. And the other thing was that what really fought us was spiritual, because number one, we are both not saved, and he came from a different country. So, but that doesn't mean anything from according to my understanding. But the spiritual part, after I got saved, that's when I truly understood what was going on then. So yeah, that was the guy, and I truly loved him. My people, I love this guy as well. I truly loved this guy. I truly loved him so much, to a point whereby when we break up, I'll break down. I would break down, I would block him and everything, and then we get back together like that. It wasn't healthy, and we both realized that it wasn't healthy, and it was good that we just became friends. Yeah, so that he lives his life, I live my own, and so that's what happened. And yeah, he used to stay in Cape Town, but now he is no longer staying in Cape Town. He relocated. I haven't seen him in a while, like 2 years, somewhere there. But we talk, we are friends here and there. So yeah, so that's my dating life, and thank God, after all that happened, I got saved, and things are different, like absolutely different. But I'll share this in another video. So from that experience, from the time I was born to this guy, it's only two guys so far that I've dated, you know, and they are not bad people, but myself, where I come from, my lineage, there's some things that, like chants that were made and stuff, but I only understood these after I got saved. So there are things that were not permitted, you understand? So it needs someone to rise, destroy, and everything, but that will be in another video. So dating, I wouldn't recommend it. In my opinion, I would say this: date only when you understand what you are doing, what dating is, and date when you have a right relationship with God, and he permits you now to do it. That's when you date. Secondly, you need to actually see or meet the guy in the spirit. Meet him. So meaning that your level of intimacy with God needs to be able to permit you to see the human being who is you are going to date, and make sure it is your husband. If it's for a man, make sure it is your wife. Because for me, honestly speaking, I don't think it makes sense to have 2, 3, 4, 5 dating, and you're saying you're trying, you want to see who is the right one and everything. That is absolutely rubbish and a sheer waste of time. That's the time you need to be building stamina with God. When you build stamina with God, God will show you a vision, will show you. That's how he is. He's so loving. Like, he loves us that much, to give you direction where you're going, to show you. Not even your pastor. Your pastor mustn't come and tell you that, I see your wife wearing blah blah, I see your husband. You are supposed to know it yourself. When your pastor or your prophet, your apostle says that, that must be a confirmation. When you yourself, you know it. But we don't know. We miss these things because we don't spend time with God. That is a problem. And then it leads us into mistakes, and mistakes. We lose our virginities. We have children. We are initiated, and sex is so deep than we think. I wish myself I knew this a long time ago. sex is so deep, more than what you are seeing now. Like what you hear, it's like extremely deep, extremely deep. This thing, I think it's supposed to be taught to a child once maybe they're 9 years old. Every child, not just saying when you sleep you will become pregnant. That's just the surface. It's deeper on a spiritual aspect. Okay, so yeah, so I don't even know what I was where I was. Yeah, yeah. So, and then when you are dating, set boundaries, spiritual boundaries. As a woman, before, while you're having, both men and women, while you're having your intimacy with God, create values, your values, those values that you stand on regardless of what you meet. You stand on those, like you are not looking left or right, you stand on them, just that. And then when you meet that person the very first time, set the things, like let you just like put them on the table, let that person understand who you are and what you need, and what your life is about, your standards, your values, and everything. Like explain it. Yeah, let there be understanding, so that from there it creates also a direction where you guys are going. And then yeah, so that's what I think for now, though I didn't prepare much about this, but it's quite deeper, because sometimes I've got things that I write. So I didn't this just decided to actually I didn't decide, it's the Spirit of God that led me to do this. But yeah, so if you find this video helpful, and if you find it if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, share with someone. And then if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, and remember, you're a wonder. You're a wonder. Don't when you look at yourself, regardless of what you have, you might be short, you might be tall, you might have no breasts, you might have short hair, you might have a big nose, whatever you think, or maybe you have been told by people that that's what you have on your body. I want you to touch your head. Please pray this prayer. Lord, in the name of Jesus, I delete every negativity word that has been spoken over my life. I delete every negative picture in my head. In the name of Jesus Christ, create me with a new mind according to your image and the way you see me. In the name of Jesus. And you pray that prayer. Love yourself. If you're a woman, you are far above rubies. Love yourself. Know that you have there's something that in you that you carry, and you being on earth, you have to make a difference, an impact into someone else's life. The only thing that you just don't have now, it could be a platform to do it. The only thing that you don't have now, maybe it could be, that's the confidence, because you have believed so much in what people have said. But you are a wonder, like literally a wonder. There's some things that you can only do that I can do, and that's what we are waiting for you to come out and do that, portray, because it's missing somewhere, but God has instilled it in you. I love you guys, and stay blessed. Bye.